Hello, I am Larry Hillman, Kid Men Coach. Today I have a short lesson for you on a few tips about telling a story. There's a Native American proverb that says, "Tell me a fact and I'll learn. Tell me a truth and I'll believe. But tell me a story and it'll live in my heart forever." If you can connect someone with a story, it will stay in their heart. That, I believe, is the favorite part of ministering, whether it be to adults or to children, is telling stories. I love to tell stories. It's just my gifting. I'm good at it. People tell me all the time, "Wow, you tell stories so well." But it's not just that I was born a good storyteller. I've learned some tricks of the trade. See, when you can tell that story, a good story, it's like you take a rope and you throw it out around the crowd and you pull them together. And then you can lead them right where you want them to go. You can lead them to experience the pain that you're talking about. You can lead them to experience the joy, the excitement that you're talking about. You can lead them right down that path and to see their faces as they're drawn in and as they begin to feel the emotions that you're talking about. It's just one of the greatest things that happens in children's ministry or in the adult ministry. I minister to adults a lot, and telling those stories, it's really good. So here are a few tips. First off, you got to have a good story. You got to have a story that has a hook, somebody that's overachieving, an underdog that rises to the top, somebody that just won't quit and keeps overcoming adversity. You got to have a good story. But as you're telling that story, you have to remember to change your tone of voice. Don't be monotone. All of us have had a speaker. I had a professor in college who is monotone and never changed a thing and talked like this the whole time. If you do that, your crowd will probably do what most of us did in that class, which was go to sleep, or at least tune them out. Your brain is somewhere else. No, change your tone of voice. You can speak louder. You can speak softer. You can speak in a little higher. You can speak a little lower. You can move to the side. Do hand gestures. Right? Make sure that you change that tone of voice. And sometimes to bring them in, you can just start talking a little softer. And also, if something is exciting, say it in an exciting way. Yeah, they were happy to do that. He was running down the field. Or if it's sad, you can just kind of, fold your hands in and look down and say it just didn't work and he was so heartbroken. Use your voice to express the story, to get those emotions out there for them. And then be animated with your movements. If you watch a clown in the circus, when that clown gets hit and he falls down, he just doesn't fall down. That clown gets hit with some great big, bat that they have or something. He throws his hands up in the air, jumps up in the air, throws his legs out to the side. Of course, he's got shoes that are this big, so you see them. He hits the ground, flops on the ground, rolls around 3 or 4 times, and then stops. That's what we have to do when you're telling a story. Your emotions have to be animated and they have to be big. And if you're going to use a prop, use a big one. Don't get up in front of a whole group of people and say, "God said, let there be light," and have the word light written on a piece of paper and put it on a board that's behind you. No, flash the lights off and on. Maybe have some sound of thunder and lightning to go along with it. If you're going to say God created the animals, have somebody bring in a trained dog or a parrot that talks. All right, even if the dog can't or the animal can't do tricks, bring in one. All right. Use the props and use them well to aid in that storytelling. And then the next thing is practice. Memorize that story. Know it inside and out. Stand in front of a recorder or the mirror and tell that story and watch yourself as you're telling the story. Memorize that story and practice, practice, practice. Watch yourself and then tell that story. And don't quit if the story doesn't go over well the first time. Do it again. All right? Now this is a really short lesson. There's a whole lot more about storytelling, but hopefully you got something out of this lesson. I am, again, Larry Hillman, Kid Men Coach. Until next time, God bless.